Hi guys, American Amy here. Got an article I was looking at in Riviera Beach, Florida. DCF worker made tragic prediction before the death of 7-year-old. Let's see what it says. All week we've been pressing for answers in the death of 7-year-old Nia Williams, and the rest report details apparent signs that were missed in the years, weeks, days, and hours leading up to her death, allegedly at the hands of her own mother. According to a police report, a Department of Children and Families caseworker witnessed signs of abuse and wrote in an official report, "The mother is going to end up taking one of her children's lives." This is exactly what happened, investigators say, 26 days later. DCF worker noted signs of abuse in the report before the death of the 7-year-old. Investigators allege Nina died after years of abuse at the hands of her mother, Nakisha Williams, I hope I pronounced that correctly, who stands accused of causing fatal injuries by stomping on her. Legal expert Michelle, I can't say her last name, described the report surrounding Nia's case as absolutely one of the most egregious she has ever encountered. She emphasized the importance of accountability, stating caseworkers are going to have to answer to what they did and what they did not do. We're going to need some accountability here, definitely. Reminds me of qualified immunity. You know, they have our most precious thing, our children. They can take them, they can abuse them, all kinds of crazy things can happen. And you have less rights and this family sham court than you do if you were accused of taking someone's life. Anyway, back to the article. Rebecca Finley and Whitney Walker, who cared for Nina intermittently over the years, expressed their heartbreak and frustration. Everyone should be held responsible, and that their attempts to reach out to ChildNet, a private organization associated with DCF, yielded no action. They did nothing, she stated. According to the Riviera Beach Police Department, Nina's mother witnessed her daughter barely breathing on the afternoon of April 28th around 4 p.m. Emergency services were not contacted until around 8 p.m. hours later, and Nina died at the hospital 3 hours after that. In my humble opinion, it sounds like they could have saved her. Walker criticized the oversight in Nina's care, declaring, "It's too much for you guys not to have seen it." Documentation reveals that Nina missed 50 days of school last year and had been described by teachers who noted signs of abuse as brilliant and sweet. Just 3 days before her death, Nina was sent to the nurse's office after vomiting, but the nurse was unable to examine her due to missing parental consent forms. Tragically, a caseworker had previously documented concerns about potential abuse and had warned that the mother is going to end up taking one of her children's lives. The report was filed the same month Nina was killed. I can't say her name. She underscored the necessity for the child welfare system reform, asserting that when a child is in immediate endangered, they should be removed from the home without delay. There is an emergency shelter petition that gets filed, she explained. As community advocates push for answers, Finley expresses her determination for justice. I promised her at that grave that I would get down to the bottom of this.
In a statement, Speak Up for Kids, Palm Beach County said, "We are heartbroken over the devastating loss of 7-year-old Nia Williams. Our thoughts and deepest sympathies are with those who loved her. Every child deserves to grow up in a safe, nurturing environment. What happened to Nia is not only tragic, it is unacceptable. Reports indicate that people close to Nia have raised serious concerns about her safety and well-being. It is devastating to learn that despite these warnings, her life was not spared. We recognize that multiple entities, each charged with ensuring child's safety, were involved. This was not simply the failure of one individual or one agency. It reflects a systemic breakdown that must be reviewed thoroughly, transparently, and urgently."
That the information on this case remains confidential at this point. Nakisha Williams, the so-called mother, remains in jail. She has pleaded not guilty to the first-degree murder charge. Wow, I bet she did. Anyway, this is terrible. Really terrible, especially when even CPS, those that usually can't get shit right, she could see it coming, but nobody would listen even to the CPS worker, it sounds like to me. All right, my name is American Amy. I appreciate you listening to this. I know it's a little long and drawn out, but I think it's important. All right, hug your babies tight. My name is American Amy.